let's do my favorites. Oops. Okay, oh, I need to get my wipes. Wipes are very important. Hi everyone, and welcome to my Friday favorites chat. As you can see, I'm wearing glasses. You've probably seen me with glasses on before. I don't often wear them. I don't really like wearing glasses. These are my reading glasses, but mine are a bit different because I have astigmatism. So I have another pair of glasses, Timberland, that I wear for watching television or when I'm driving, because things in the distance are a bit mashed up together, not very clear. And as I'm getting older, we all know it, we start getting a bit problem with reading. So I had to get reading glasses. I only use them really if I have to concentrate for a long time. So if I'm reading a book for a long time, or if I'm on computer for a long time, or if I need to read stuff, obviously small stuff. These are, if you're interested, these are Karen Millen glasses, and they have like a metal, whatever you call it, and the color of it is sort of I know it comes out, yeah, it's like a brownie with white pattern, and then they are very dark on here but sort of orange inside. And if you want the serial number for it, because I remember someone asked me before about my Timberland frames, I bought both of these glasses in Specsavers, and the number for this one is, actually, do you know what, I will put it in a description box. So if any of you is interested in my frames, I will put that down the bottom. Okay, what we're going to talk about today. So let me start. Today I wanted to show you a couple of favorites. I want to talk to you about Botox, plastic surgery and stuff like that. What else? And whatever else comes to my mind. So let me start with some favorites. Let me get myself comfortable. I really don't like this camera. It's far too HD and shows far too much. So my favorite this week, of course, will be some stuff that I got from Julie from the US. And what I'm going to show you is not the only things that I like from what she sent me. It's just that I just had time to use that so far for long enough to know that I like it, if you know what I mean. So the other things might make to my next Friday favorite, so you never know. So the first thing that I am obsessed with is, and you will know that by now, Jordana Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara. Love it. Another thing is the Milani blush, and this is the number 7 Fantastico Mauve. These blushes are amazing, and it's the baked blush. It is mauvey pink. Oh, I only just noticed that it's got a mirror and a little brush. I didn't notice that before. Okay, so I love this blush, and I am so upset that we can't get Milani here, because I think the quality is amazing, the color payoff is amazing, the blendability is amazing. Just love everything about it. So let me swatch it. It's got a bit of shimmer to it. I just love it, absolutely love it. She sent me another one, but I haven't used the other one that much, so I can't really tell you about that one yet. Okay, the next thing, and you seen probably just the Tuesday tutorial, is the Wet n Wild palette in Comfort Zone. And a lot of you said that you have this palette, and so yes, I am very surprised that the eyeshadows are really good quality, very soft, very blendable, and there isn't much fallout at all. And yeah, I am quite amazed. So far I've used just this side, because the other side is all a bit green and mossy, and I've never really used colors like that, so I will have to play with that again, and if I come up with something nice, then I will do another tutorial for that. So amazed by the quality, and I mean, look at that. This is the Milani blush. You know, if I didn't know, I wouldn't know if they were Urban Decay. You know, I have MAC shadows that are not as soft and blendable as this. So I love it, and I can't believe that it's so inexpensive. I'm so grateful to Julie. I know people laugh that I'm so excited, but if you love makeup, and there are things that you see all the time that people rave about, and you can't get it, it drives you nuts. So I am so grateful. Another thing I've been loving is the L'Occitane hand cream, and mine is in cherry. Is it cherry? No, it's rose. Oh, I don't generally like smell of rose body cream or anything, but this is gorgeous. And when I sit in the evening and watch YouTube or telly, I do use it. Let me show you that way so you can read it. I know they hand creams are famous, and they've gone into skincare now, face skincare, and I've heard some good things about the face creams, and they look gorgeous and so luxurious. That was it for my favorites this week, but I also want to talk to you about plastic surgery, all this Botox, fillers and stuff like that. How I feel about it. Go for it. That's how I feel about it. Call me vain, but I don't like aging. I don't like seeing my wrinkles. I don't like seeing my droopy eyelids. I just don't like it. And if money was no object, I probably already would have had a few things done, especially my eyes. That's my biggest thing. But what makes me worried about it? Have you seen lately Renee Zellweger? Oh my God. She looks beautiful, but she's a different woman. I don't know what she's done to herself. And she had very, very hooded eyes. And yeah, they were so tiny, like little slits. And her face looks different shape. Even when she was really skinny, her face was much rounder. It looks like she's had chin implant or something, because her face looks definitely longer around here, and I think she looks great, but she just doesn't look like the Renee Zellweger I know. If I saw her in a street, I'm sure I would not recognize her, and that worries me a bit. Even though I would like to have some, I mean, I don't think I could ever go for like a full facelift where they have to cut you and then put you back together, but I'm talking about little things. But I am scared now, because seeing her, I thought, gosh, I don't want to look different. I don't want to look like a different person. I want to look like myself, but younger version of myself. So that made me think, because, you know, I've always wanted to have my eyes done. Let me take these off. My eye bags, I know they are much better since I've been using the cream, but, you know, when I go down like this, I'm sure my skin is a bit loose here, and I know a lot of people say, oh, you don't have any bags, but I can see it, and it's like the one thing that I hate. And when I see in a mirror, that's all I see is my eye bags. And obviously my eyes being a bit hooded. I don't think I've got a lot of skin to be taken off of here. I just need a brow lift, you know, like this. So because I talk a lot like this, so I would want to look more like this, just like that, not like that. I was actually looking at some pictures of myself when I was 17, and my eyes are that shape already. So I think I have that, you know, pointing downwards, sad, puppy eyes anyway. But now with age, I get a bit of hoodiness with it. So I suppose that's just the shape of my eyes. But now I would be scared to go, and if I did something to my eyes, would I look very different? So I don't know. Botox. Let me tell you about Botox. I've had Botox twice. The first time it was before I was even doing YouTube videos, so you wouldn't know. And the second time I had it done in October. And I know I didn't tell you about it, but there was a reason for it. Okay, let me start from beginning. So when I had my Botox done first time, I hated it. I hated it. He put so much in that my forehead was so paralyzed. Don't get me wrong, it was beautiful, beautiful and smooth, but it pressed my eyebrows down so much I couldn't move my eyebrows even a tiny bit. And you know, I talk like this all the time, so imagine how hooded I looked then. I had a beautiful ice ring smooth forehead, but my eyes were awful. I looked like I was angry all the time, like this. And to put my makeup on, I had to physically lift my eyebrow because I could not do it. I remember waking up and crying sometimes. I looked so bad. No one noticed though, but to me, I looked awful. I started liking it after it lasted me ages because obviously he must have put so much in. I started liking it when he started wearing off, and I still looked nice and smooth, but I could move my forehead a bit. So then I didn't have it done again, and those days I still was wearing a fringe, so I don't know why I did it anyway, because I had a fringe, so you couldn't see my wrinkles anyway. But when I started growing out my fringe and wearing my hair like this, I've noticed that I had these lines and they bothered me a bit, and I thought I try it again. And a couple of my friends go to the same lady that does their Botox. It was someone different than I went to first time, so I've decided to go. And she was amazing, because you have to, before you go and have it done, you have to have in your mind what effect you want, and you have to explain it to that person. Because if you just say, I want to just get rid of all these lines, you might regret it, because if they put it in the wrong place, your eyes can look droopy, or you can look angry. All sorts of things can happen. I was never afraid of it because, you know, Botox is temporary and you know it's gonna wear off, so it didn't bother me. But the second time, I explained to the lady exactly what happened to me and what I wanted. I said, I obviously want the lines to disappear, but I don't want this effect. I want my eyebrows higher. So what she did, she put it here because I had the number 11. But here she put it quite high up. She explained to me that wherever she injects it, it will be like a size of a 10 pence coin that it will radiate to. So if she put it here, sorry, I'm looking at the viewfinder so I can see where I'm pointing at. So if she put it quite low here, where I have some wrinkles here, because I forever lift my eyebrows like this. If she put it low here to get rid of these wrinkles, it would radiate all the way here, therefore it would push my eyebrow down. So she put it quite high up, and also she did here the smileys. And I still I know I always could move my eyebrows. That's the thing. When she did it, I could move my eyebrows a bit less than I can move them now, because I suppose, how many months is that? It was sort of halfway through October, November, December, January. It's only 3 months, so I suppose another month and a bit, and I would have to go again if I wanted to. So I still have a bit in, I can tell, but not as bad as I had before. So she was very good. I didn't like, again, because you know how they do it here usually. They put some in, and then you come back after 2 weeks, because that's how long it takes to take full effect. And if you need topping up, or you're not happy with some bit, they top it up then for no extra charge. That's how it usually works here. And if you're interested how much it cost me, it was £250 for 3 areas. So an area they consider, here is an area, this is an area, and this is an area. So if you have it in those 3 places, that's 3 areas. So I was very happy with it, but after 2 weeks, when you started taking shape, let's say it, because she put more here than here, so he lifted my eyebrows. My eyebrows were a bit down here, and these ones were a bit up this side. So I felt like I looked like Dr. Spock, you know, from not Star Wars, Star Trek. And I didn't like it. No one noticed, and obviously none of you noticed, because someone would have said something, and that's why I didn't tell you, because I thought, is it worth it? Do I actually look any different? No one noticed from my friends unless I told them and showed them, oh look, I can't move this or that. So is it really worth it? And that's why I didn't tell you. But if I do it again, I will tell you then, and you can see if knowing makes you see the difference, if you know what I mean. So yes, I didn't like it at the beginning, because again I looked at myself and I thought, it does not look like me, this pointing down. And what I also find always very hard after having Botox here is when you do your brows, they feel very numb just here. So, and I couldn't really lift that bit, so it was a bit tricky to do my eyebrows. But you know, it peaks where it's at the most frozen, which mine wasn't that frozen. Like I said, I could still move my eyebrows slightly, and then sort of comes down again, so you get more and more movement. So what I'm really saying is, be careful who you go to. Go to someone that you know your friends go to someone who understands that you don't just want all your wrinkles gone, because that could make you look bad in other ways. So I still had just couple of lines left here, because she said, if I get rid of this, you will get the droopy eye. So just make sure that you know what result you want from it. Go to someone and you know, not from advertising, usually your friend, someone you know, and you see them and you see they look good, then go and try that person. Will I do it again? I don't know. I don't think it makes that much difference, because no one said they've noticed I have it done. But I think it is very good as a preventative measure. So if I have it done now, I'm preventing more wrinkles appearing, because if they paralyze those muscles, I'm not using the muscles, therefore I'm not creating more wrinkles. I think I usually have quite a lot of smileys, but this Botox works wonderfully on these, and it doesn't really have any other side effects. So if you have it here for your smileys, it works within 4 days, I think, and that is really good, and it lasts for a long time here. So even if you don't have it done anywhere else, try have it just here, and I quite like that bit. I always notice that bit goes first. So I might have it done again, but I wouldn't do it, you know, I probably do it something like once a year. I wouldn't do it every 4 to 6 months to get rid of my wrinkles. Just maybe once a year, so I am delaying formation of my new wrinkles, if that makes sense. Fillers. Okay, never have anything permanent, like permanent fillers, because I've seen some horror stories. I don't know, I talked to my Botox lady about fillers, and she said she can put filler here. I don't need it in my lips, but they are not as full as they were. Maybe I wouldn't mind to have tiny bit all the way around, just to not so much plump it up, but like you know, when you get the little lines, so they stretch a bit. I don't know, I'm just talking about it. That does not mean I will do it. Sometimes I think I'd rather spend lots of money on makeup than on that sort of stuff. But if I do anything, again, I will tell you. So yeah, with full-on plastic surgery, I would be a bit scared. But you know, if it makes you happy and something that bothers you, go for it. I'm not against it at all. Just be careful and do your research. Favorite program, and that's not just this week, but especially this week, because there is a couple of new ones. My guilty pleasure, The Real Housewives. Another of my ironing programs. When I iron, I can watch that. And I've watched all sorts, but I think my two favorites are the Orange County and Beverly Hills. I think because they are the most glamorous, and I love watching the makeup and the clothes. I just love this program, you know. I'm not learning anything from it, but it's just easy watching. So I admit this is my guilty pleasure, and I know we are so behind here in the UK with all the housewives. With the Orange County, I am only coming up to Tamra's wedding, so I know you've already probably had it in the US. So I love those. Okay, the book. I'm still reading the same book that I told you about last Friday. What Have I Done by Amanda Prowse, about Catherine who kills her husband because he's been abusing her. I am enjoying this book. I just don't really like the format of it, how it's written. It's a bit jumpy, so obviously it starts with her killing her husband, then tells you a bit about him abusing her, then it jumps to her being in prison, then suddenly she's out of prison, then it tells you what happened again 10 years ago, then it tells you what happens 4 years ago. It's a bit jumpy, and I don't really like that much, but the story is quite good. It's almost like it's two different stories, like her life after prison and the one before, but it's just good. I'm only halfway through now, so it takes me probably a couple of weeks to read the whole book, because like I told you, I only read in bed before I go to sleep. Okay, so I think that's it for today. I hope this one was a bit shorter. Probably not. I like talking, but you said you like listening, so there we go. Okay, my lovelies, if I don't see you before that, I see you next Friday. Thanks for watching. Bye.